Hey guys, how are you doing? So welcome to Trading with Dan. This is our Forex update for the day. So we'll go straight over to those charts, starting off with Euro US dollar, as always. So yeah, you can see on the daily, we had this this candle. Basically we've got nothing TD wise on the daily, but we obviously have got a level here that we were looking to buy, so I believe that would be on the 4 hour, but we'll have a little look down to see where it is. Nothing on the 12 hour either. So here's the buy level, the buy level off the 4 hour. We've got this 9 here. I mean, it kind of did fake you out into this trade a little bit. We closed above and then we came down and then we came down again, but we didn't actually get below this 9 candle where you would have stopped would have been, and we now are making our way up at this first horizontal, and then obviously this is our target. So this is a great trade off the 4 hour, although it got a bit touch and go for a moment, but you don't have to enter a full trade. You can enter it in a ladder strategy. You can enter part of it and then part of it as we move up and we confirm above it. So yeah, there's many ways that you can enter positions. Obviously that is up to yourself, but the trade as a whole, with the buy level here, the sell level there, the stop level there, sorry, is currently a nice profitable trade. So that's one we must have drawn on. When would we have drawn it? The 9 candle closed on the 25th. So one would have drawn a few days ago, so it's taken till now to get us there. Obviously 2 of those days have been the weekend, so they've not been it's not been 4 trading days. Anyway, so yeah, so that's looking good. I mean, all we're really looking for is seeing how we interact with this level. You can have a trading stop on the trade. You can kind of see how we're looking on the daily. I mean, we may just form a pennant here, a tightening range, but you just got to go with the trend at the moment, and that will potentially be taking us up to that level there. So great trade. Cable looking weak here. Obviously broken down from our 9 sell level here. So we had the 9 candle, we rallied up a bit. We came back down, we broke below it, and then now we are proceeding to the downside, as we would expect to get the continuation to the downside after we played a bit of a bounce off the 9 candle, although we did actually play most of the bounce before the 9 candle. So perfectly logical trade there. And yeah, we're kind of looking at potentially a 12. So basically this will be probably tomorrow. I mean, well, probably if we get the 9 it will be tomorrow. So if we get the 9 it will be tomorrow, and we will probably get the 9 is what I'm saying. So this probably daily probable 12 hour 9. If it comes in around this support zone, definitely a potential area to look to buy, and also it would be a potential area to get out of your short trade, your profitable short trade that you've got on. Even if we don't make it to that level, you should be looking to take it out off on that 12 hour 9. Maybe even sooner, but you guys know this is the target, this horizontal, and also you guys know I like to talk about how we can accelerate into 9s. So this candle's still got, well, 25 minutes left, and then we'll have the 9 candle where we could easily spike down on that 9 candle, but if not, maybe look to take some profits, or take profits basically on that trade. Potentially even looking for a buy off the 4 hour, with in mind that the 12 hour buy will be coming tomorrow. So interesting trade opportunity there in cable. Dollar index, sorry, go to the daily first. Not much to see off the daily on the dollar index. Dollar index on the daily would probably want to move this up a little bit. Oh, so it's not even the daily. On the 12 hour, on the daily would probably want to move it up a little bit, this triangle. Nothing really to see TD wise, because we are in obviously the tightening edge of this triangle or pennant or whatever we want to call it. Yeah, I think we will adjust this. 4 hour have not got a lot going on. We had the 9, the buy, we sort of got faked into a trade, and then faked out, and that one would have stopped you out, that one actually. So yeah, that's what's going on with that one. Yeah, so I mean, could we get back to the bottom of this trend line? Potentially. I will redraw this based on the daily, because I do think that would make it a bit more, a bit better, and yeah, it lines nicer up with the 12 hour too. So we'll keep that on there. We'll not keep it on there. We'll move that there. So as you can see on the 4 hour, obviously Not quite as good on the 4 hour. But yeah, so maybe this level, this horizontal is what we are looking at here. That's kind of what I'll be thinking. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at there. So I'm just trying to straighten these lines out, but it's not that important. There we go. Yeah, so no real trade here at the moment. Nothing TD wise, and we're in a bit of a no man's zone. Incidentally, we did actually basically hit the sell off at 9 as well, which would be onside. So yeah, really we've got to see how we interact with this horizontal, this trend line, and or if we get any TDs come in, any TD9s come in. Wow, look at this one. This one's loving life, isn't it? This is the euro pound, which we are. Wasn't this not the one that I said we were bullish on, the euro pound, because we were bullish on the euro and bearish on the pound? Was that what I was saying? Was it or not? I mean, it looks like it from what I've drawn on here. That I've drawn, all I've got really drawn is upward arrows and the sells down here. It must have been, mustn't it? Wait, let me have a look at this. Yeah, so the pound was bearish. The euro was looking potentially bullish. Yeah, so this is what I was saying, that this was looking like a great buy trade, and as you can see, it's rocketing up. That's all I can really say about that. So yeah, I mean, this is similar sort of looking at in Bitcoin. Look, we've got sort of the box, and then we break out the top, consolidate, break out the top again. I mean, you could realistically, I don't know why that line is there, because quite clearly it should be here based on like every single touch point in the whole trade, but I guess we have extended it to there anyway as of this point here anyway, so but we'll just extend it across there as well. But yeah, yeah, just a buy trade. I mean, yeah, look, there's your acceleration into the 9. Oh, clearly we didn't get any sort of sell trade. We've got a combo in a sequential 13 and a 9 on the 4 hour, but this market just doesn't care. It's just going up. So yeah, yeah, going up as we would expect, really. I mean, there's a buy level. Nice bounce off the trend line and this horizontal. Yeah, this just looks bullish, doesn't it? As obviously we did speak about. Looking at it on this level, on this daily time frame, nothing TD wise to look at. Nothing TD wise to look at. 12 hour. Nothing really to look at here. We had this 9 breaking above that 9 on the 12 hour, breaking below the 9, faked us out, but we never closed below it. And so you could have taken the short trade on the initial move down, and then obviously you guys know you have your tight stops, but we didn't close, so no close, but then we did close above it, which then signals a continuation to the upside, and clearly that was what happened. So yeah, just a great trade there. But I mean, yeah, we're well above this 9 now anyway. So I mean, the 9 pretty much coincides with this horizontal. There's no real point in drawing it on, and we're above it now anyway. So obviously, breaking below this 9 will be breaking below this horizontal, which would be inherently bearish if we did that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, this was definitely a buy that we pointed out on Friday, just purely by looking at these two, which then obviously if you basically cancel out this part, you just get this one. So it's funny how that works, isn't it? That's simple algebra for you. Right, so over to the daily on this Aussie dollar Swiss franc. I mean, this is looking bearish. We will draw this along here. Yeah, we're looking bearish really. This is sort of a level to take out. We have obviously lost this trend line, which is obviously the main reason why we're looking bearish. And if we take out this one, then that's definitely going to be looking at a move down. This is one of the I follow the stock market chart, so I guess really it's going to matter what the stock markets do. Nothing TD wise though. Too tight range. 12 hour. 12 hour, yeah, 12 actually may come up on a 9 whilst we hit this resistance if we come down, this support. So this could be a good, nice, we've got a potential buy entry coming up in this asset. So something to be aware of. Nothing on the 4 hour though. Just look at the 8 hour. Just something just made me want to look at the 8 hour, which was obviously nothing that I should have listened to. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, looking bearish. We've lost this trend line. We're looking at this horizon. I mean, I would expect we're going to get some support here. And especially if we hit a 12 hour 9 here as well. I mean, how far will that support take us? Could it even back test us this trend line? Very likely. Could it back test this horizontal on this trend line? Very likely. Very likely, just based on my observations of how price action can operate. So I've just shifted that a little bit. Yeah, so something to consider there, potential buy trade. And if you short this from the breakdown of this trend line, which isn't necessarily a trade I'll take, then yeah, I mean, you probably want to be looking to get out of that on the next 4-hour candle, on the next 12-hour candle, but hopefully it'll be around here. Right, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, daily first, wonky line. These lines just I straighten them up every time I see them, and then I just see new wonky ones every day. We're just in a bit of a range here. It's potential support where we're at now to push us on onwards and upwards. Yeah, I mean, not really a lot to read into this. If we take this horizontal out, I mean, I would probably target down to here. 21, it will be pointing down if we do that quite strongly, a lot more than it is now. Daily, sorry, 12-hour. Yeah, it's just looking, I mean, if we break below here, we break below this trend line, we can see, which should obviously be bearish. So two bearish points, and yeah, we'd expect to move down. And obviously we lose these moving averages, but I don't put much weight on them on the 12-hour. And 4-hour, again, you can see the trend line more clearly. We lose this horizontal and this trend line, then I mean, I'd expect us to test down here. So potentially bearish on this asset. Daily, dollar, Japanese yen. So we've broken above this level on the daily, not closed yet because this is today. So if we close above here, we'll probably look for a move up. Yeah, we had this move there to the upside also. And then we also had this move down from here and down from here. So this asset's been trading really nicely based on the various TDs we've been looking at. I'm guessing they're going to be 4-hour. I mean, 12-hour for that main one, which obviously you'd want a bigger time frame to move us on the main one. And then yeah, the breakdown of this break below this 9 here triggered this downside, and then we had that level to bounce off again, and then yeah, the 9 there sort of yeah, rejected us a little bit, but yeah, we're kind of trading above that now. So nice reversal candle level there. So where was the 9 that, why have we drawn this one on? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we've just drawn it off the doji candle off the 4-hour. This doji candle trading above, yeah, that would have been it. This doji candle trade above that as a buy, and clearly you can see it was a buy. It took us all the way up to a 4-hour 9. So yeah, that was a good buy. And then obviously the 4-hour 9 was the good take profit. And then yeah, now we're looking bullish again. I mean, only really coming down because of the 4-hour 9, I would guess. And now looking like we're going to keep moving back up. So Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, yeah, this is looking pretty weak. Continuation sell on the 4-hour if we get below here, but we're going to look at the daily first. Yeah, daily's got room to run. Daily's got room to run here. We've lost this trend line clearly. We lost this trend line and then came down and then back tested it and came down again, as you can clearly see. If you squint, if you squint, I can kind of draw it for you if you want. So yeah, roughly there. So we broke it, came down, tried to come up and tried to basically nearly back test it, but we were too weak to get all the way. But yeah, so we lost that. And now it looks like we had a weak bounce back below here. So if we take this out, I mean, maybe we'd get a little bit of a bounce, but nothing indicating it on the daily. Yeah, I guess we've got something indicating it on the 12-hour. So we could potentially put a buy trade in here. A buy trade, but I'd only expect it to get to about here, but we'll see. It is 12-hour 9. 12-hour 9s are pretty powerful 9s. Yeah, but what would I expect to happen? Potentially take out the low side of the 9 and then continue down. We have got a 4-hour 9 which just coincide with the same level. So yeah, a break above here will definitely get us a bounce. I mean, I'd struggle to see it going past here, but you just play the trade however the trade goes. But yeah, I mean, we'll just leave this level here. This is the sell level really. We'll just move that along there. So this is still the sell level in this asset. So just got to wait with that one. Euro, Japanese yen. I mean, this is just the euro making a bit of a move, isn't it? Let's go to the daily first. I'm guessing they're not. I guess they're falling out in Europe over how much stimulus they are or aren't going to want to do, which means that obviously that's strong for the euro because they can't decide on what stimulus they want to do between them, because obviously different countries want to do different things. But just look at this, guys. Daily 9. So there we go. There's it. Daily 9. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're getting this move up. We obviously had the buy trade above here. Nice buy trade basically. 8-hour. The 8-hour. Why? What is wrong with me? Why am I clicking the 8 hour? 12 hour we obviously had the 9 there, but on the 8 hour we clearly had the 9 here too. Which wasn't even where I drew this from. This would have been drawing from the daily. So we did have an 8 hour on the daily 9. But yeah, and the 4 hour, yeah, nearly 4 hour 9 there, but at this support we've got, so we obviously bounced off that. Nearly got to a 9 there, which we then sold off from, and then yeah, we traded through this 9. Yeah, this has been trading quite nicely. TD Sequential wise, US dollar, Canadian dollar, daily burst. Yeah, looking constructive, but we're at resistance now, so this isn't where you'll buy. This is where you would sell. You'll take profit if you were long. Yeah, you wouldn't look for a sell trade, but you wouldn't not bet unless there's anything on the TD. But I don't believe there is. Not on these time frames. Potentially we're going to get a 12 hour 9 though. It may come in around this area, which could send us back down and keeping us within this range. 12 hour 4 hour 9s didn't do a lot. Nearly got the 9 down there, but that 9 was sort of at the support. This 9 is not really at the support. If you get a 9 up here, we're at the sorry, not at the resistance. We get a 9 up here, we are at the resistance, la resistance. So yeah, we can maybe get sent down from there, but to be honest, we'll struggle to make a 9 seeing as we're on a red 3 count. So I would look really to this as the doji candle and closing below this candle as the sell. As a sell level, so there is a definite sell lining up in this asset, and we will basically draw it on. We'll just draw it here basically. A definite there's your risk anyway, the top of that line, and then here's your reward. Good ratios, good ratios, good ratios. Let me just straighten this out a little bit. There we go. Right, so Aussie dollar, US dollar. Daily first. Yeah, nice daily 9. Not much else. We're just in this zone here. Nothing TD wise. Moving averages, golden cross coming in. Moving averages looking relatively good. 12 hour. Nothing really TD. We're in this range though, but if we get a bit of a sell off, we could end up with a nice buy trade around this level. And on a 12 hour 9. So watch out for that one. Nothing on the 4 hour, just a 9 there at the resistance, which was a good sell. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, daily, not much to see here. Nearly got the 9 there, bit of weakness. We're in a box. We're currently losing the 21 currently. But we've got a potential golden across the incoming on 200-day support. So I mean, I wouldn't really enter a trade here. I mean, if I was, it would just be long with our stop under there, but that's not that's just based on this horizontal, not really based on TD. Yeah, nothing really. Nothing really 4 hour TD wise. So really, we're just in this range. I mean, potentially a sell below it, or you could just take the long trade. If you just desperately had to take a trade in the New Zealand dollar US dollar right now. Which I don't think many people have an immediate need to do. Yeah, this is looking droopy, but no real trade at the moment. 12 hour, no real trade based off the daily. 12 hour, come on, where's my TD? Taking too long to execute. Right, we'll go to 4 hour. Nothing on the 4 hour. Just looking a bit droopy. Nice 4 hour 9, relatively near the high. Nice 4 hour 9 and doji candle near the low. 4 hour candles are my faves. Just because you get them more often, and then obviously they're more tradable. So just because you get them more often, so you can take trades off them. Obviously, when these do come in, the daily and the 12 hour, you obviously got to give them more importance. But yeah, nothing really on the 12 hour, which we couldn't get the TD up for before. So really, obviously, yeah, it's looking. You gotta look at this on the bearish perspective. US dollar, Brazilian real. Yeah, so not a lot to see on here. Just generally looking bullish. 12 hour 9 incoming. And I guess we've got some off a 4 hour. Oh, we've got an 8 hour 9 right now. Yeah, we've also got this 4 hour, yeah, above the thing. Yes, I mean, this looks like a bit of a fake out, and we're potentially coming back down. Potentially coming back down. That 8 hours looks alright. We've got a nice 8 hour 9 here as well, and then sell there. And interesting, nearly a 9 there. But yeah, this is, I mean, is this going to turn around? Potentially. Potentially it's going to finally run out of steam. It's got above our box. If we come back in this zone, obviously, I mean, we're just going to trade this range again, maybe back down to there. US dollar, Mexican peso. This one looking better, but got a daily 9 coming up. So potential acceleration into 9s though, as you guys know, so I wouldn't be looking to obviously sell this now. Where could this, I mean, overall moving averages posture's bullish here. Well, sort of. That's obviously the 50. I wouldn't imagine the 50s on the daily is going to give us resistance. I'd imagine it'd be more a case of we're going to come down into the 21 on the daily to give us support. But yeah, potential daily TD9 coming up, so maybe, and obviously 12 hours. So this will potentially get a nice sell level. I say potentially a lot, don't I? And then we're going to get a 4 hour 9, but that's clearly going to come before these. So maybe even if anything, nothing else, we'll get a test of this trend line. At some point. We'll extend and pretend. Yeah, maybe we're going to get a squeeze up and then a pull back into here. US dollar, Turkish lira. Look at that. This just makes me laugh. At some point, this has got to break up. Yeah, nothing on the daily, nothing on the 12 hour, TD wise anyway, and then the 4 hour. Nothing, not even anything. There's no, I mean, there's a lot of built up energy here to do the upside, and then if that doesn't get well relieved, we're going to break down pretty hard. So yeah, just watch out for that one. Yeah, there's a 200-day. Watch out for that one. We're pretty extended away from the 200-day, guys. So, yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one to call. But pattern-wise, it looks like a very nice looking ascending triangle. But anyway, right, so that's it, guys. That's all our pairs looked at. So, thanks for listening. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you in the next video.